Hello everyone, my name is Dr. William Carter. I'm 60 years old, and for more than 3 decades, I've had the privilege of caring for patients over 50 across the United States. Throughout my career, I've seen thousands of cases of back pain from mild, occasional aches to serious conditions that robbed people of sleep, limited their movement, and in some cases, even forced them into early retirement. There's one truth I want to share right from the start. Back pain is not just a simple sign of getting older. It's the result of several processes happening inside the body. From natural wear and tear of the spine, to silent osteoporosis, to the unhealthy habits we've built up over the years. I often tell my patients, back pain is like a letter your body sends you. The real question is, are you willing to open it and read what it says? In today's video, we're going to dive deep into a very important topic: the causes of back pain after age 50. What is really happening to your spine? Together, we'll look at why the back starts to weaken, the most common conditions behind the pain, and which risk factors you can control to keep your spine strong for the long run. This isn't just medical knowledge, it's the key to reclaiming your quality of life after 50. Spinal degeneration, the natural marks of time. When I was a young doctor, I used to think that back pain only happened to people who worked heavy labor jobs or had accidents. But after more than 30 years of practice, I've realized an undeniable truth. Even the healthiest, most active people can't escape spinal degeneration as the years go by. Our spine is an incredible structure, 33 vertebrae, stacked on top of each other, connected by ligaments, muscles, and cushioned by discs in between. These discs act like shock absorbers, taking the impact every time we walk, run, bend, or twist. When we're young, this system works like a brand new machine. You can bend down, turn around, stand up, and feel almost no limits. But after age 40 or 50, time starts to leave its mark. The discs gradually lose water and elasticity, like a foam cushion that's been used for too many years. They begin to flatten, shrinking the space between the vertebrae. That's why many of my patients in their 62nd come in surprised, saying, "Doctor, why am I a couple inches shorter, even though I'm not hunched over?" The answer lies in the thinning and collapse of those spinal discs. At the same time, the smooth cartilage that covers the small joints of the spine, allowing the bones to glide easily, begins to wear down. As this cartilage erodes, the body reacts by forming little bone spurs around the joints. In the early stages, you may not feel anything, but over time, as these spurs press against nerves or narrow the spinal canal, patients begin to notice aching pain, tingling that shoots down the leg, or morning stiffness that makes it hard to get moving. I'll never forget one of my patients, Robert, a 65-year-old avid golfer. He told me, "Dr. Carter, I've been playing golf for 30 years, but now it feels like my back is locked. I can't even rotate to swing." His MRI revealed spinal degeneration along with spinal stenosis. That was a powerful reminder for me that age spares no one. Not even the active. Not even those who love their sport. Spinal degeneration doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that unfolds slowly over decades. It's like a journal written by time itself, recorded in every vertebra and every joint. The good news is that while we can't reverse it completely, we can slow it down. With the right habits, we can keep our backs flexible, reduce pain, and continue living a full and active life well into our later years. Osteoporosis, the silent enemy of the spine. If spinal degeneration is the natural mark of time, then osteoporosis is the silent enemy, quietly eroding the strength of your bones without sounding any alarms. This is an extremely common cause of back problems in Americans over 50, especially in postmenopausal women. When estrogen, the hormone that protects bone, drops dramatically, the biggest danger of osteoporosis is that it progresses silently. You don't feel anything for years. Meanwhile, your bones lose density, becoming porous and fragile. And then, one day, something small happens: a minor fall, a sudden twist, or even a strong cough and a vertebra collapses. Think of your spine like a tall building. If the supporting columns are solid, the building stands firm against storms. But if those columns are hollow, even a slight tremor can shake the entire structure. With osteoporosis, when a vertebra collapses, the others have to bear more stress, leading to a hunched back, loss of height, chronic pain, and even breathing difficulties as the chest cavity becomes compressed. I remember Mary, a 72-year-old woman living in the suburbs of Chicago. She came to see me after bending down in her kitchen to pick up a bag of vegetables and hearing a sudden crack in her back. She thought it was just a pulled muscle, but within hours the pain became so severe she couldn't stand upright. An X-ray revealed that one of her vertebrae had completely collapsed due to osteoporosis. No fall, no accident, just a simple movement was enough to cause a fracture. Mary's story is a sobering reminder that osteoporosis isn't a distant possibility. It's a very real threat for anyone over 60. What's unfortunate is that many Americans still think of calcium and vitamin D as something only kids need to grow tall and strong, while they neglect their own needs. I always remind my patients, calcium and vitamin D aren't just for children, they're your bone insurance for old age. By investing in a diet rich in calcium, ensuring adequate vitamin D, staying active, and getting regular bone density checks, you're building a strong foundation for your spine, one that helps protect you from unexpected pain. Osteoporosis may be silent, but you don't have to let it ambush you. By taking preventive steps today, you can keep your spine straight, your back strong, and your life after 50 full of energy. Herniated disc. When the shock absorber tears. If you think of the spine as a car, then the discs are the shock absorbers that keep the ride smooth. Each disc sits between two vertebrae, built like a jelly-filled donut, a tough outer ring of collagen fibers with a soft, gel-like center full of water. Every time you walk, run, or lift, the discs cushion your spine from impact. But as we age or when we overload the back, that tough outer ring can tear, allowing the soft center to bulge or leak out. This is called a herniated disc. When the material presses on nearby nerves, patients often feel severe pain radiating from the lower back, down the hip, buttock, thigh, and sometimes all the way to the foot. Many describe it as if an electric current shoots down the leg whenever they cough, sneeze, or bend forward. In the US, herniated discs are one of the leading reasons people miss work for extended periods. The pain doesn't just affect mobility, it disrupts sleep, drains energy, and lowers overall quality of life. I think of Thomas, a 8-year-old construction engineer. He had always been strong and active, until one day he tried to lift a heavy box. He felt something give in his back, followed by a sharp shooting pain down his right leg. An MRI confirmed a lumbar disc herniation. Fortunately, his case didn't require surgery. With 3 months of physical therapy, mild pain medication, and lifestyle adjustments, Thomas recovered well enough to return to work. The key message I always emphasize is this: not every herniated disc needs surgery. Surgery is reserved for severe pain that doesn't respond to conservative care, or for dangerous warning signs like leg weakness or loss of bladder control. Most patients improve with non-invasive treatments, exercise, medication, and healthy lifestyle changes. The important thing is early recognition. Don't ignore unusual or persistent pain. If a nerve is compressed too long, the damage may become permanent. Risk factors. The things you can control. One thing I always emphasize to my patients is this: not every case of back pain comes from something inside the body. Very often, the real culprit is found in the habits we practice every single day, the little things we overlook. The good news is, when back pain is driven by lifestyle, we can control it, and we can change it. Poor posture, the silent destroyer. In my clinic, I see office workers, truck drivers, and even retirees who spend hours sitting in front of the television. Many sit with rounded backs, drooping shoulders, or bend carelessly when lifting. Some sleep on mattresses that are far too soft, leaving their spine sagging all night long. I once treated Ellen, 62, who suffered from chronic back pain even though she had no major spinal degeneration. After replacing her old chair with one that supported her lower back and practicing better posture, her pain improved dramatically. Sometimes the answer isn't more medicine, it's just fixing your chair and the way you sit. Excess weight, an invisible burden on the spine. Most people don't realize that every extra 10 pounds adds dozens more pounds of pressure on the spine with each step. Belly fat doesn't just harm your heart, It shifts your body's center of gravity forward, forcing the back to strain harder to keep balance. I often joke with my patients, if you want to relieve back pain, sometimes the best prescription isn't a new pill, it's losing a few inches off the waistline. And sure enough, many patients who shed weight notice their back pain becoming lighter too. Inactivity. When the spine feels abandoned. The spine was made to move. When you sit for hours on end, the muscles that protect your spine, the core and back muscles, grow weak. The entire load then falls on the discs and joints, speeding up degeneration. I remember David, a 70-year-old who loved reading and chess, spending nearly the whole day seated. I encouraged him to start walking just 20 minutes each morning and add a few stretches. 2 months later, he returned, smiling. "Dr. Carter, my back feels so much lighter. I never imagined simple movement could be this powerful." Smoking and alcohol. Two hidden threats. Few people think cigarettes and alcohol are linked to back pain. But they are. Nicotine reduces blood flow to the spinal discs, starving them of nutrients and accelerating wear and tear. Heavy drinking interferes with calcium absorption, leaving bones weak and brittle. I once treated a 66-year-old man who had smoked for 4 decades. His MRI showed discs far more degenerated than peers his age who never smoked. It was a clear reminder that the spine hates cigarettes and alcohol just as much as the heart does. To sum it up, some risk factors, like age or genetics, we can't control. But others are entirely in our hands. Posture, weight, activity, smoking, drinking. If you start making changes today, you'll be surprised at how much stronger, more flexible, and pain-free your back can feel. In short, back pain after 50 is the result of the natural process of degeneration, discs, joints, ligaments. Osteoporosis silently weakening the spine. Herniated discs pressing on nerves. Lifestyle factors piling on extra strain. This is why so many people feel like their back ages faster than the rest of them. The good news is, while we can't stop aging, we can absolutely slow it down with the right nutrition, regular movement, and mindful posture. My friends, back pain is not a life sentence of old age. It's a warning signal, and at the same time, an opportunity. It's your body asking you to take a closer look at the way you've lived, worked, and cared for yourself over the years. And if you understand the causes, you absolutely can take control and improve your condition. In today's video, we uncovered why the spine tends to wear out after 50 from degeneration and osteoporosis to herniated discs and those lifestyle habits that pile on the burden. The most important message I want you to take away is this: you can still protect your spine, starting today. Begin with the basics, maintain a healthy weight, move your body with gentle exercises, make sure you're getting calcium and vitamin D, and keep good posture in every activity. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and loved ones, especially those who might be quietly suffering from back pain every day. I've also prepared a special free ebook that you can download through the link in the description below. I'm Dr. William Carter, and I want to thank you for joining me. Please leave a comment down below and share your own back pain story, because your experience might just be the inspiration someone else needs. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue exploring health and longevity together.